Hi, welcome to our time together. We're going to actually start off on our backs. So go ahead and get comfy by turning around. Letting all the way down, flat on your back, allowing your legs to come down, comfy and naturally. Your palms can face up or down. Your eyes can close or soften, beginning to come into the present moment. Relaxing the shoulder area, starting to connect to your breath. Noticing your inhale and noticing your exhale. Beginning to come into the present moment. Letting go of any anxious thoughts and what will happen after our time together or what has already happened. Maybe even anything that's happening now other than a 1 hour yoga time. Becoming present in your current situation. Noticing the inhales, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen. And noticing the exhales, releasing anything that does not serve you, whether that's tension or other. If you'd like, you can take your right hand and place it on your stomach. You can also take your left hand and place it on your heart. Noticing when you inhale, that stomach expands. And noticing as you exhale how it contracts. Very big inhale and exhale, releasing anything that does not serve you. And we'll breathe in together. Inhaling and going up to the count of 4. We'll pause and hold at the top and we'll exhale to the count of 4, letting it all go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Returning to your normal breath pattern. Taking a moment now to do a body scan, releasing the tension around the eyes, releasing the tension around the forehead, and releasing tension around the jaw. Allowing the full face to just relax, let go, return to center. Maybe you notice some tightening around the shoulder area, allowing them to relax. Maybe you notice some tightening in the arms, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen to those arms and exhaling, allowing them to relax a little bit more. In the chest and the back, allowing them to relax. Grounding, rooting to the earth. Noticing your hips and your tailbone, allowing them to relax. And your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins, and your ankles, allowing them to relax. Great big inhale and exhale, releasing anything that does not serve you, letting go of gripping, letting go of tension. For anyone that would like to set an intention for today's practice, an intention could be a thought, a word, a mantra, a prayer, really anything that you want to use as your mental point of reference for today. If you'd like to do so, bringing your hands to heart center. Great big inhale, inhaling that intention, thinking on what you have decided on. And exhale, acknowledging and releasing. Hands can return to your sides. And you can slowly return to the room. Great. So now we should be a little bit more relaxed and grounded for today's practice. Go ahead and just bring the ankles the soles of the feet to meet one another. So lifting those ankles a little. Opening up the hips, so first posture for today, opening up the hips. Connecting to your breath. All right. And allowing those legs to straighten once more. If you'd like, you can even bring them one to the mat and the other to the mat, repositioning yourself. Or you can keep them extended. So I'll show you both ways, because what we'll do is we'll extend that left leg all the way up to the ceiling, allow the foot to go all the way up to the sky, taking the hands, interlacing behind that thigh, pulling that leg in while the leg extends back out, just waking up the leg itself. And so you can have the right foot planted, or you can extend it out, whichever works best for you. I'm going to keep mine bent. Inhale, just waking up that leg. Exhale, allowing that leg to roll all the way down, bringing that ankle to the floor if you would like, or keeping it extended. Right leg lifting all the way up to the ceiling. Make sure that your back is flat on the mat, strong and supported, and extending that leg out, flexing that foot, bringing in that thigh with interlaced hands. Inhale and exhale, releasing anything, allowing the tension to subside in the body. And exhale, bringing that foot back down to the mat. Go ahead and bring the legs in towards your chest. Allow the hands to come around, interlacing, and maybe rock side to side, loosening up the back. Allowing the feet to come all the way down to the mat. Great. go ahead and take the legs, allowing them to come to your left side. I'm going to just open up the chest a little bit more. Normally we do this at the end. Let's go ahead and extend the arms, opening up those arms and allowing the gaze to go to the opposite side. So in this case, we'll take it to the right. Breathing here. Inhale, lifting the legs into chest again, allowing them to go to the opposite side this time. Gaze goes to the left. Connecting to your breath. Try to have that shoulder, that left shoulder, allowing it to come to your mat. Inhale, bringing back to center. Exhale, allowing the legs to go back to the mat. Great. Let's take the right arm, allowing it to go to the left side. Take the left arm, allowing it to go over top of the right. And just giving a nice arm stretch as we waking up the body, warming ourselves up. All right. Taking it to the opposite side. Left arm coming across, right arm coming over top, threading the needle legs. Breathing here. Inhale and returning back to center. Bringing the legs in once more. Interlacing the hands and swing side to side. Bringing the feet back down onto the mat. Hands can come to your sides. And actually, let's go ahead and put our legs back up once more, interlacing them. And we're going to rock our way all the way up. So it might take you a couple of rocks, giving that momentum, and coming all the way up. All right. Once you get situated, coming into an easy seated position. Let's go ahead and have our legs crossed. Wait for you here. All right. And allowing your hands to come to your sides. Just put my hair up real quick. And on an inhale, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. So you're going to bring your biceps all the way up to your ears. All right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, allowing them to come back down, ensuring that your hips are grounded, your tailbone is tucked, your spine is straight, you have an engaged core. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, allowing them to come back down. Your chin can come into chest as you do this. Inhale, the chin can lift all the way up, biceps to ears. Exhale, coming back down. One more. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, bringing that chin to chest. Okay. Rolling our shoulders up and back. Doing this about 3 or 4 times. And then reversing, bringing them up and forward. Doing this about 3 times. What you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. All right, great. Getting any kinks out of that back. All right, bringing the hands all the way out in front of you, interlacing them. So they naturally want to go a certain way. So unlatch them and bring them in. So it's kind of a little wonky. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't necessarily hurt, but it doesn't feel natural. And we're going to inhale, lifting them all the way up, allowing those biceps to ears again. Chin can come into chest. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting all the way up, biceps to ears, chin can come to chest. Exhale, bring it back to center. Okay, we'll do one more. Inhale, lifting all the way up, biceps to ears. Exhale, back to center. Okay, taking the hands, bringing them behind your back. Again, your hands are going to naturally want to go one way. Release that. Allow them to go a little bit wonky. It feels a little uncomfortable, but does not hurt. So the elbows are going to lift up as if they're getting pulled up by strings. Inhale, allow those elbows to get pulled up as if they're lifted up by strings. You can come forward. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, elbows getting lifted up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, elbows lift up. Exhale, back to center. Great. Okay, switching the cross in your legs. All right, what we do on one side, we want to do to the other. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and let our hands come out in front of us. We're going to interlace them, whatever way you prefer. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, back into center. Chin can come into chest. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up. Exhale, back into center. Great. One more. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, back to center. Great. Taking those fingers, allowing them to come behind the back, interlacing them whichever way you would prefer. And on an inhale, let's go ahead and lift those elbows up as if they're getting pulled up by the sky. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lifting the elbows all the way up to the sky. And exhale, back into center. Inhale, elbows lifting up all the way to sky. And exhale, back to center. Great. Bring the hands back forward. And this time, we're going to take the left hand, bringing it to our right knee. Now, just making sure the knees, the joints that are vulnerable, keeping them in mind. So don't want to hurt that knee, but bringing the left hand around that area, taking the right hand, allowing it to go about 6 inches behind the right hip, and giving yourself a nice little turn. Inhale, spine straight. You might even engage your core. The gaze goes over the right shoulder, making sure to breathe, connecting to that breath, connecting to the present moment. And on your next exhale, exhale, returning back into center. Same thing, opposite side. Right hand comes near that left knee, allowing yourself spine straight, core engaged, opening across the chest. Left hand about 6 inches from that left knee, and gaze goes over the left shoulder. Breathing here. And exhale, returning to center. Great. All right. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders back and down again. Taking your head and allowing it to go to your left side. Taking your head back to center. Allowing it to go to your right side. Inhale, back to center. Bringing the head forward. Back to center. And bringing the head back. And back to center. Take the head down again. Allowing it to roll to the right. Roll to the back. Roll to the left. And roll to the center. Same thing, opposite side. Keeping the head down, rolling to the left, rolling to the back, rolling to the right, and rolling to the center. Okay, we'll extend the right leg out first today. So right leg's going to be extended, foot is going to be flexed, leg is active, left sole of the foot coming in closer to that right thigh. Checking in, are your hips grounded and rooted? Do they feel secure? And allowing your right hand to come either to your shin, to the ankle, maybe all the way to the toes. Every day is a different day, so just always keeping that in mind. Nothing should ever feel forced or feel like pain. Discomfort's okay, but pain is not. Okay, it's all a journey. You can have that right hand, and you can take the left and allow it to come over top. And you can even, again, come to that shin, to the ankle, all the way to the toes. And you can fold into it, folding into that right leg. Breathing here, connecting to the breath, maybe even thinking on your intention. And exhale, coming back to center. We'll extend the left leg all the way out to the left side. Allow the right sole of the foot to come in closer to that thigh of the left leg. The left hand can come onto the shin, onto the ankle, all the way to the toes. But before you do that, double check, make sure that your hips are grounded and rooted and secure. You're not on one side more than the other. It should feel like balance. And what you do on one side, try to do to the other. So you can take that opposite arm, bringing it across and down, folding into that left leg. Breathing here. Perfectly okay if you're on your shin, if you're on your ankle, or all the way to the toes. Depending on the time of day, depending on what kind of stress the body has been enduring, mentally, physically, spiritually, there will be a difference in your practice. It's all a journey. Inhale, coming back up to center. Great. Taking the soles of the feet and bringing them in to meet one another. You can stay perched up just like this, or you can fold into it. Breathing in and exhale. Maybe go a little bit further down. And also, if you are wanting to, you can also extend the legs out a little bit more. That makes things a little bit easier for you. Or if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you could bring them in a lot further. Ideally, you want to have the legs as close as the ground as possible. So if they're up like this, means your hips probably should be stretched a little bit more. So you could bring it out further, and that would help you get further and further to the ground. Again, discomfort's okay, but anything that is causing pain or you're pushing yourself too far, your body too far past its limits, not okay. Inhale. If you're folded forward, slowly coming all the way up. So listen to your body throughout our time together. Okay, let's extend the right leg all the way out. Foot flexed, leg is active. Taking the left leg and bringing it across. We're doing a lot of threading of that needle today. Bringing the left leg across. That left foot should be grounded, rooted, and secure. Check into your body. So is that left leg, is that left foot grounded, rooted, and secure? Is that right leg also secure? Are your tailbones, you only have one of those, are your hip bones evenly distributed, not one getting more weight than the other? And when you feel good, taking the left hand, bringing it about 6 inches behind the left hip, right hand, allowing it to be at a 90-degree angle, bringing it across that left leg, always making very conscious decisions around those joints, so that elbow and the knee. So you're not actually on the elbow or on the knee, you're just above both of them. And allowing yourself to give a nice body twist. So that left elbow looking over it. Front leg active, foot is flexed, it's fully extended out. Side body twist. And exhale, returning back to center. Same thing, opposite side. So allow the left leg now to be straightened out. Foot is flexed. Right leg coming across. rooting that sole of the foot to the mat or to the earth, whatever you are using today. Checking in, is everything secure? Is everything grounded? Evenly distributed. Right hand coming behind the right hip. Left arm, allowing it to be at 90 degrees, bringing it across, again, avoiding those vulnerable areas, and giving yourself a side body stretch to the right. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. Making sure that your spine is supported as well. Connecting to your breath. Breathing, inhale and exhale. And exhale, returning back to center. Great. Let's go ahead and just bring the soles of the feet in one more time to meet one another. Going to go ahead and open up those hips a little bit more. All about the twists and the hips today. Okay, and yeah, you can fold in if you would like. And on an inhale, lifting all the way up. All right, so you can get and just allow your feet to come into an easy seated position. You could even stay if you feel comfortable with the soles of the feet touching. I'm going to go ahead and bring the hands to center above the head and allowing them to come down. So opening up the back of those arms. Breathing here, just opening up. Taking the right hand, bringing it to right around the elbow of the left if you want to deepen it. Listening to your body. Exhale, bringing that right hand back to where it was previously. Taking the left hand and slowly allowing that right to be a little bit deeper if you would like. Everything's always an invitation and a suggestion, not a force or a requirement. And inhale back to center. Great. We are going to work our way to table. So the palms are going to come onto the mat and the knees as well. Okay. Meeting in table. Palms are firm and secure. Spine is a straight, neutral spine. Core might be engaged if you're trying to support that spine a little bit better. Hands are about shoulder width distance apart. The wrist is in line with the elbow. The elbow is in line with the shoulder. And checking the back legs. Hips in line with the knee. 90-degree angle on those legs. We're going to go ahead and on an inhale, allowing that back to come, the back to come down. The chest is going to lift up. So the actual chin will be straight ahead, gaze is forward. Exhale, chin coming into chest, reversing how that spine was. And this should really be coming from around the core area. So the center. Inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, reversing it, allowing that back bend, spine straight, spine curve. Cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. One more. Great big inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Bringing the big toes in to meet one another. Widening the stance, coming down. Wide-legged child's pose. Taking a moment here. And at any moment, at any time, throughout our time together, you are always welcome to come to child's pose. Child's pose is a great opportunity to connect to the breath,
a great opportunity to connect to your intention. And it's also a good opportunity to still be doing a posture, but at the same time, if you need a break, it'll help you reset. You're still stretching muscles in this pose, especially if you walk those hands out a little bit further. Great. And then inhale, coming back up into neutral spine table, allowing the legs to return to their homes, checking in with the hands so you're fully centered once more. Go ahead and take the feet and allowing them to turn clockwise, counterclockwise. All right, coming back onto the knees, taking the hands for folks that use the computer a lot. Maybe you just take your hands, twist them to the right, doing circles to the right, clockwise, and taking them and doing it counterclockwise as well. Just getting all of the kinks out. Taking the hands, allowing the palms to flip back so the fingertips are facing you. Rocking to the left, rocking to the right, going forwards and going back. Maybe you do circles with them, just noticing that if you do a circle, what you do one way, you want to do the other as well. Okay, allowing them to come back and go ahead and take the right hand and turn it counterclockwise so the fingertips are at 12 and then they go clockwise and now they're at 6. Left hand, as the fingers are at 12, they go counterclockwise and now they're at 6. If any of this is painful, please don't just take a break and go into child's pose perhaps. Going to the left, going to the right, shifting the weight forward, shifting the weight back. Maybe even doing circles with them, going clockwise a couple rounds, and then doing counterclockwise a couple rounds. Okay. And coming into stillness. Okay. Taking the left arm, allowing it to get fully extend all the way out. Core is engaged, noticing the distribution of your weight. Where is it located? Left hand fully extended. Left hand coming back down. Right arm fully extending all the way out, gazes to the ground. Noticing the distribution of your weight. Exhale back into center. Left leg, extending that left leg all the way out behind you. Foot is flexed, leg is active. Noticing your weight distribution, maybe you need to make some adjustments. The hands should take on as much weight as that back right leg. Left leg strong, active, foot's engaged. Making sure that that foot is in line as if it were one straight line coming from the hip. It's not extending out this way. That actually changes your hip placement. So it's internally rotated as if it was just as if you were standing up. It does change because if it's out here, it feels it's pushing that right hip also out. So having it internally rotated, creating a natural feel and look and alignment of the body skeletal structure. Exhale, bring it back to center. Right leg, extending that right leg all the way back behind you. Leg is active, checking in on the weight distribution. Is it equal? And again, checking in, making sure that that right foot and that right leg is internally rotated, as if you're standing up. This time, if you're like a little bit out here, that's changing the hip placement, and it is putting more weight on that back left leg. So making sure that you are in alignment with the body. Exhale, bringing it back to center. Great. we're going to actually make sure that you are in position appropriately. We're going to actually extend that right arm out first. Extend that back left leg out behind you. Checking in here. Taking a moment. Breathing in. Remembering to breathe. And the placement of the weight. Is it even? Taking that right elbow. Bringing that right elbow and that left knee in. Extending it all the way out. Leg is active. Arm is active. Foot is flexed. Bringing that right elbow and that left knee in. Extending it back out. Great. Checking back in. Center of control should be that core. So that core should be engaged. And in exhale, bringing in the knee and the elbow, extending it back out. Left leg comes down to meet its counterpart. Right hand comes down to meet its counterpart. Awesome. Same thing, opposite side. Extending the left arm all the way out in front of you. Extending that back right leg all the way back behind you. Checking in here on the weight distribution. Is it evenly distributed on that hand and on that knee? Breathing in here. Center of control would be your core. Bringing in that left elbow, that right knee, extending it back out. Left elbow, right knee once more, extending it back out. Taking a moment here, noticing the weight distribution. And last round, bringing it into center, holding it here for a moment, and extending it back out. The right knee is going to come down, and the left arm will come down as well. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Tucking those toes, we're not going to go in a downward facing dog. We're just going to tuck those toes and we're going to push up as if we were going in. So just pushing up, allowing the knees to hover. You should be feeling that in your core as well as your arms and your legs, of course. Breathing here. And allowing them to come down. Taking that left arm, extending it all the way out. Bringing it underneath the right and slowly lowering all the way down. The shoulder is going to come all the way down. You can stay just like so, or you can extend that right arm all the way out in front of you. Making sure your weight and your back legs is evenly distributed. You're not taking on more weight on one hip than the other. Breathing here. Bring the right hand in front of the face, lifting all the way up. Left arm extends out, returning back to center. Right arm extending all the way out. Threading that needle, slowly lowering down onto that right shoulder-ish. Allow the shoulder to come down as far as possible, that is. And I'll allow that left arm, if you did it on the right side, allowing it on the left. Just extending that left arm all the way out if you'd like. Breathing here. All right. Left hand in front of the face, lifting up. Right arm fully extends out. And come back in the center. Great. Let's go ahead and take the right leg. We're going to bring it out in front. So we're not going to go into downward facing dog today. Bringing it out in front. So there's a 90-degree angle here. And then you are ready. You can lift up all the way up. Arms are coming overhead, biceps to ears. Okay. Left hand, or both hands are going to come down. Left hand's going to go closer to the crevice in that right foot. And you're going to allow that right arm, if you would like, you can just stay just like this if you would like as well. The right arm can fully extend all the way up to the ceiling. Your gaze can go forward, following that hand. Exhale, back to center. Left hand goes back to its home. The right foot goes back to its home as well. So you're in neutral tabletop. Left foot's going to come forward this time. Bringing that left foot in between the hands. When you are ready, making sure that you have a 90-degree angle there. When you are ready, you can lift up on the opposite side, that left side. Biceps to ears, arms overhead. Breathing, remember to connect to that breath coming into the present moment. Arms coming down. Right hand coming into the crevice of that left foot. Left arm fully extending all the way up to the sky. Gaze follows, going up to the ceiling. Breathing here, connecting to the breath. Exhale back down. All right. While we have this left foot here, let's go ahead and allow it to walk over to the right side. Slowly lowering down. You can even extend that back leg a little bit longer if you need. Coming into pigeon. The sole of the foot can be closer to the body or it can be further away. So just keeping that in mind. You can slowly lower down and fold into it if you would like. You do not have to. You can still remain perched up. Making sure that there's no pain. Listening to your body. Connecting to the breath. Inhale, lifting up if you're folded forward. And we are going to allow that left foot to go back. Great. Taking the right foot, bring it all the way up. You can go back into how we got there before, which would be 90-degree angle first, and then allowing it to come slowly down to transition into it. You can also walk that back left leg to deepen it a little bit more as well. You can also bring that sole of that right foot closer to the body if you don't want it so deep as well. So many different options and modifications. Find out what works best for your body, but keep in mind your body's alignment. Also keep in mind the weight distribution. You don't want to be heavy on that right hip. You want things to always be balanced, grounded, and equal. So if you feel like one's getting more weight than the other, something to keep in mind. You can stay perched up like so for this, or you can come down into it as well. Opening up the hips, opening up the back of the legs. Breathing here. Another great thing to do is on an inhale, if you're feeling any tension, specifically in the hip area when you're in postures like this, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen, and as if it's being sent to that area. And then on the exhale, releasing the tension in that area. Basically, the brain signaling that the muscles in that area can relax. Very much a mind trick, but it works. When you send that fresh, clean oxygen, it's a symbol that that area can relax. The brain tells that muscle area it can. And tension leaves on those exhales, so releasing anything that does not serve you on those exhales. And inhale, we're going to lift up if we're folded forward and tucking those back toes, lifting that back leg. Allow that right to meet the left. So you're in high plank. Let's go ahead and walk the feet up to meet the hands. So you will likely be at the top of your mat. I am going to turn around so I can see you. Okay. So on an inhale, we are going to go ahead. Let's actually just inhale together, lifting arms all the way up. Exhale, it's forward fold down, swan diving down. Taking a moment here, allowing those back legs, they have been worked, but just allowing them to stretch out a little bit more, dangling here, allowing maybe the hands to come to the elbows, just an invitation if that helps you. Maybe shaking your head yes and no, ragdolling it out. Okay, slowly lifting all the way up. Very slowly, we'll meet at standing position together. Once here, inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead again. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands coming to the shin, having a straight back, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bringing them to heart center. Great. Right foot is going to be strong, rooted, and secure. And once you feel that, maybe you even lift your toes up a little bit. Taking the left foot, bring it to your ankle, maybe to your shin, maybe all the way up to your thigh, definitely avoiding the knee area. And you can stay just like so. So the only place to avoid is that knee. Your arms can come all the way up. They can be at heart center or they can maintain at your side. Breathing here. Finding that point of reference. If you're having trouble grounding and balancing today, having that point of reference outside yourself. And really, it's a reflection of the stillness that should be within. So having something that's uncontrolled, that's unmoving, that's a constant that you can stare at. So you don't want to find a dog, you don't want to stare at maybe the screen right now. Finding something that is anchored and not going to move and staring at that. So it's very similar to what the mantra's purpose is for in a class. So the intention setting, something that you can refer back to as being your point of reference, your anchor. And inhale, bringing the hands back to heart center, allowing that foot to come to meet its counterpart, releasing it. Left leg strong, reared, and secure. Right foot gonna lift up. The ankle can come onto that foot, engaging the core, broadening across the chest, or that right foot can come to the thigh. The right foot can come to the ankle, to the thigh, avoiding that knee, or coming all the way to the thigh. Just avoiding that knee area. And as you can see, one side can oftentimes be more rounded, rooted, and balanced than the other. That's perfectly all right. Different sides of the brain, different sides of the body. Inhaling, and the hands can come to your sides, to center, or fully extend up. Engaging the core, broadening across the chest. That left leg is strong, active. Maybe even smiling a little bit. And as I did that, I came out. All right, release the arms, allowing that leg to come all the way down. Great. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we actually coming all the way down. We're actually going to work our way to our backs completely. Okay. Coming onto your back, bringing those legs into your chest. Bringing the legs into your chest and rocking side to side, forwards and back. Okay, allowing the soles of the feet to come down. Hands can come to your side, lifting up. So we're going to, as if get those feet strong and secure onto your mat. We're going to lift up. So the feet are pushing the earth away. The thighs are energetically pulling into meet one another into bridge. Breathing here. The hips should be in line with the legs and vice versa. The legs should be in line with the hips. Breathing here, that core is getting nice, strong, and engaged.
This is a great transition pose as you work your way into full wheel, if that's where you want your yoga journey to unfold. Exhale, allowing them to come all the way back down, bringing the hips down back to the earth. Right leg is going to come over top of the left, avoiding those vulnerable areas, so the ankle and the knee, and bringing in that left leg. Interlacing, breathing here. Beginning to let go, beginning to relax once more. It's always nice to start and end in a similar fashion. I think it helps allow for closure of your practice together. Exhale, left foot is going to come to the earth, right foot is going to come to the earth. Left leg comes over top of the right. Again, avoiding those vulnerable areas, avoiding the knee and avoiding the ankle, bringing it into center. Interlacing around that right thigh. Connecting to your breath. Exhale, right foot is going to come to the earth. Left foot is going to come to the earth. Awesome. Taking those legs, bring them into chest once more. And opening up the hips a little bit, allowing the fingers to come around the big toe, if that's possible, or around the whole foot, if that's an option for you, or maybe just around the ankle. Do what works best for you. And the whole point of this is to come into happy baby. So opening up those hips, allowing those legs to widen, maybe rock side to side, and trying to, that little like sacrum area on your lower back, trying to ensure that that stays rooted and planted. That is kind of a harder point to maintain in this posture, but that is proper. Help you from having faulty alignment within the body. Breathing here. And exhale, allowing the legs to come down, bringing them back to center. We're going to keep them here, rocking yourself side to side with those knees folded into your chest and allowing them to rock all the way slowly and gracefully and without hurting yourself to the left side. Again, starting where we ended and ending where we started. Arms can be fully extended if you have enough room. If not, cactusing them is perfectly okay as well. And the gaze is going to go off to the right side. Legs are on the left, gaze goes to the right. Breathing here. And at no rush, we're going to lift those legs, bringing them into center once more, allowing them to come to the right side. Switching up sides, arms can remain exactly where they were. They could be cactus or fully extended. And the gaze will go to the left. You can even close your eyes as we are starting to cool down. And we're going to start relaxing. Maybe refer back to your intention. Maybe notice how your breath has changed since the start of class. And on an inhale, bringing the legs back into center, getting yourself centered. Arms can come to your side, palms can face up or down. Your gaze can slowly soften, or you can close them completely, the eyelids. Right leg's going to go to the right side. Left leg will go to the left side. And coming into stillness, letting go. With a fresh, clean slate after this. Slowly just allowing, one of the most important parts is allowing our bodies to become into full rest. And slowly at no rush, coming on, rolling on to your left side body. And slowly, at no rush, we can come up and meet in an easy seated position together. Eyes can remain closed. Once you get there, allowing your hands to come to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.